In this video, we will discuss about the subset of a set. In the previous video, we have discussed about the equal sets and equivalent sets. What are equal sets? Two sets A and B are said to be equal. Two sets, suppose A is 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 2, 3, 1. We see that every element of set A is equal to the element of set B. A and B both have exactly the same elements. So if two sets have exactly the same elements, we say that both the sets are equal. So A is equal to B. And what are equivalent sets? If A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to ABC, we see that both the sets A and B have the same cardinal number. Number of elements in both the sets are equal. A contains 3 elements, B also contains 3 elements. So cardinal number of A is equal to cardinal number of B. So two sets are said to be equivalent if their cardinal numbers are equal, means if they contains the same number of element. And equal sets is represented as equivalent set represented as this. A both sides arrow B means A is equivalent to B and equal sets is this much. Today we have to discuss the subset of a set. In the previous video I have told these things. Now we will discuss subset of a set. Let us suppose two sets. One set is A, another set is B. There are two sets. One set is A, another set is B. Elements are 1, 3, 5 in the set A. In the set B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set A contains 3 elements, 1, 3, 5, but B contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements are there. We see that every element of set A is also an element of set B. Every member of set A is also a member of B. Means A completely lies in the set B. One is the element of A, one is also element of B. 3 lie in the set A, 3 also lie in the set B. 5 is an element of A, 5 is also an element of B. So when every element of one set is also an element of the other set, then this set is called subset of the other set, and we represent by this symbol. This is the symbol of subset. In some book it is represented like this also. So both are symbol of subsets. So what is the definition? If every element of set A is also an element of set B, then A is called subset of set B. Then set A is called subset of set B, and B is called superset of set A. A is called subset of set B and B is called superset of set A. So A is subset of B, we represent like this. This is the subset. Or we can say B is superset. Superset symbol is this one. B is superset of A. So this is the symbol of subset, it is the symbol of superset. A is subset of B. So if every element of set A lie in set B, we can say that A is the subset of set B and B is called the superset of set A. So this is the subset of a set. How we can write the subset of a given set? Right, note here. 5 means null set is a subset of every set. Null set, empty set is a subset of every set. Next point, every set is subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself, means A subset of A, and null set phi subset of every set A or B. So null set is subset of every set and every set is subset of itself. Suppose a set A, it contains two elements 1 and 2. We have to write all the subsets of this set. So write all the subsets of set A are, how we can write? The first subset will be null set. Phi is the subset of every set, so phi is one subset. Now we will take one element, single element. It is another subset, 2, another subset. Now take two elements together, 1 and 2 both. So these are the subsets of set A. So how many subsets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, if 3 elements are there, suppose A is equal to 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. How we can write the subsets? So write the subsets. Subsets are first one null set. Next we will take single element 1, 2, 3. Now take two elements together 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. After that take all the three elements 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total number of subsets 8. So if number of elements is 3, total subset is 8. Number of elements is 2, total subset is 4. How we can know that how many subsets are there in a set? So total subsets of a set is equal to 2 to the power n. Total subsets of a set is equal to 2 to the power n. What is n here? N is the number of elements in a set, where n is the number of elements in a set, in a given set. So if n is equal to 2, 2 square will come, 4 subsets. If n is equal to 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 elements are here, so 2 to the power 3. Total subsets will be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 subsets are there. So what are the proper subsets? What are the proper subset of a set? So see the proper subset. We have written here all the subsets of a given set A. So all these three subsets leaving the set itself. Leaving the set itself means leaving the set 1, 2. Leaving the set itself, all the subsets are proper subsets. So these are proper subsets. And this is improper subset. Similarly, in this example, these are proper subsets. Proper subsets. Leaving this set, this is improper subset. Okay. So what are proper subsets? All the subsets of a given set leaving the set itself, leaving this set itself, remaining subsets are called proper subsets. So what is the definition of proper subset? Suppose there is a set A and this is the set B. Set A contains 1, 2, 3. Set B contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. A is called proper subset of B if every element of set A lies in the set B, means set A completely lies in set B and set B contains some extra element which does not lie in set A. Then A is called proper subset of B. Listen again. If every element of set A lie in set B and B contains some extra element which does not lie in set A, then A is called proper subset of B. So here we see that 1, 2, 3 lie in set B, but 4, 5 also lie in set B which does not lie in set A. So B contains all the elements of set A 1, 2, 3 and some extra elements 4 and 5 also. In this case, A is called proper subset of B. Then A is called proper subset of B. A is proper subset of B if every element of set A lie in set B and B contains at least one extra element which is not in A. Which is not in A. If every element of set A lies in set B and B contains at least one extra element which is not in A, then A is called proper subset of B. So this is the definition of proper subsets. And set itself is called improper subsets. So what will be the number of proper subsets? Number of total subsets of a set is equal to 2 to the power n, where n is the number of members, number of elements, and number of proper subsets. Number of proper subsets of a set, it will be 2 to the power n minus 1. 1 less than total subsets. So if total subsets of a set is 8, then total number of proper subsets will be 8 minus 1, 7. Next point is power set. Power set of a set A. So what is power set of a given set? Power set means collection of all the subsets, collection of all the subsets of the set A is called power set of set A. Collection of all the subsets of the set A is called power set of set A. See example. Suppose A contains two elements A and B. So how many subsets are there? So subsets are, first subset is null set 5, then take single element AB, then take together both elements A. So how many subsets are there? 4 subsets are there. So collection of these subsets is called power set of A. So we can write the power set of A as PA. PA means power set of A. We will write these elements in the curly bracket. Phi A B AB and close the curly bracket. This is the power set of set A. How many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of power subset, number of elements in a power subset of A, it will be 2 to the power n. Two elements are there, so 2 to the power 2, total elements will be 4. So number of elements in power subset is equal to 2 to the power n. So this is the power set of a given set A. Now we will discuss the universal set. Now we will discuss universal set. What is universal set? It is a set which contains all the sets taken under consideration in a given problem. It is a set which contains all the sets or all the elements taken under consideration in a given problem. It is a set which contains all the sets taken under consideration in a given problem. It is denoted by the symbol. It is denoted by the symbol this. By these two symbols, we represent the universal set. See the meaning of universal set. Suppose in a given problem there are two sets. One set is 1, 3, 5. Another set is 2, 4, 6. Okay. Two sets are given in a problem. First set 1, 3, 5. Second is 2, 4, 6. So what will be the universal set for these two sets? So universal set U, we can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or we can take up to 10 also. Okay. We can take universal set from 1 to 10. Because this universal set, it will contain both the sets. 1 lie here, 3, 5 elements of set A, it also the elements of this universal set. B elements are 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 also lie in this set. So universal set contains both the sets A and B which is given in a problem. Universal set is not unique. We can take up to 8 also. It also contains both the sets. You can take from 1 to 20 also. It will also contains A and B. So universal set of a particular problem is not unique. Okay. It may be many universal set for a given problem. So this is the universal set. It is represented by these two symbols. Intervals as a subset of a real number. R means real number. We will discuss some intervals. Intervals as a subset of R, real numbers. So see the first interval. It is called open interval. Open interval. We can write it like this. How we can represent it on the number line? This is the real number line. Suppose point A is here and point B is this one. Open interval, in the small bracket we have written A comma B. It means it contains all the elements which lie between A and B excluding A and B. We will not count A and B. All those numbers which lie between these two numbers. Excluding A and B means leaving A and B, leaving the extreme two numbers. This is the extreme left, this is the extreme right. So leaving these two numbers A and B, all those numbers which lie between these two numbers is called open interval AB. We can represent it like this. Make a blank circle here. Blank circle means A and B are not taken. A and B are not taken in this interval. And you can make it dark like this. So this portion represent A comma B. How can we represent it in the set builder form? How we can write it in the set builder form? We can write it x such that x is the real number, but x lie between A and B. In the set builder form, we can represent this interval like this. X, and what is x? X is a real number, but x lies between A and B. If x is not equal to A, not equal to B, means x is a number which lies between A and B. So this is the meaning of open interval. Second one, closed interval. Closed interval, we can represent it like this. Again, we can show it by, we can show it on the number line. This is A, this one is B. Closed interval AB means it contains all the numbers which lie between A and B, including A and B. A and B are also taken here. All those numbers lying between A and B and including A and B also. So we will make here dark circle. This dark circle represents A and B, both are taken here. And the space between these, we can make it dark. So this represents closed interval AB. In the set builder form, we can represent it like this. X such that x belongs are A less or equal to x, less or equal to B. Means x is a real number which lies between A and B, including A and B. So this is the open interval, this is the closed interval. Now we will discuss some more interval. See the next interval, open closed interval. Open closed interval AB. From the side A it is open, but from the side B it is closed. Means we will not count A, but we have to take B. All those numbers which lie between A and B, including B and excluding A. We have to count B, but we will not count A. So on the number line we can represent it like this. A to B, A is not included, there is a blank circle, and B is included, so there is a dark circle. This space represents open closed interval AB. In the set builder form, we can write it like that. X such that x is the real number, A less than x, less or equal to B, means B is counted but A is not counted. Next one, closed open interval. From the side A it is closed, but from the side B it is open. So we will not count B, but we have to take A. See on the number line, it is, this point represents A, this point B. B is not counted, B is not included, so there is a blank circle. A is included, so it is dark circle, AB. How we can write it in the set builder form? X says that x belongs are, and A less or equal to x. X is equal to A, but x less than B. B is not included in this. The difference B minus A, the difference B minus A is called length of these intervals. Closed interval, open closed interval, closed open interval. So B minus A is the length of these four intervals. So these are finite intervals. Now we have to see some infinite intervals. So see the infinite intervals. The first one is A to infinity. So A is open from this side, A is not counted here, A is not included, and from A we can represent it by arrow on the right side. This complete length, it represents what? It represents A to infinity. In the set builder form, we can write x says that x belongs to, x is greater than A. A is not included, so we cannot write here x equal to A. X is greater than A. This is the first one. See the second one. The second one is like this. It is closed from the side A. We represent it like this. Suppose point A is here. So it is included. We have to make dark circle here. And on the right side of this point A with the arrow, it represents this interval A to infinity. Means it is x greater or equal to A. In the set builder form, we can write it x such that x is a real number, A less or equal to x, no, x greater or equal to A. X such that x is a real number, and what is x? X greater or equal to A. X may be equal to A and all those numbers which are greater than A. Third one, minus infinity to A, like this. Suppose this point is A and we have to take up to minus infinity, means on the left side of A is not included here. So we will make a blank circle and left portion of the real number line. So this represents this minus infinity to A. How we can write in the set builder form? We can write x such that x is a real number, x less than A. X less than. And fourth one, minus infinity to A, but there is a closed interval from the side A. We can represent it, suppose the point A, since A is included here, we will make a dark circle here and on the left part of the real number line, this one. So we can write here x less or equal to A. In the set builder form, we can represent x such that x belongs on x less or equal to A. So this is the infinite interval. And last one, fifth one, suppose the interval is like this, minus infinity to plus infinity. It means it represents whole the real number line. It represents whole the real number line. Whole the real number line. Minus infinity to plus infinity, it represents whole the real number line. So these are the intervals, and we can write these intervals in the set builder form like this. One more thing I want to tell. We know that two sets are equal if they have exactly the same elements. Suppose set A, it contains 3 elements. Set B, it contains also the 3 elements. Both the elements are same in both the sets. Means both the sets have exactly the same elements. We can say that A and B are equal. But we can also see that A is subset of B because all the elements of set A lie in set B. All the elements of set A lie in set B. So we can say A is subset of B. We can also say that all the elements of set B lie in set A. All the elements of set B lie in set A. So by definition of subset, we can write it B is subset of A. So if A subset B and B subset A subset B and B subset A, it means what? A is equal to B. So if two sets are equal, then A subset B and B subset A. And if A subset B, B subset A, then we can write A is equal to B. So you can note it. So if two sets are equal, then both are subset of each other. Now we will discuss some problem from the exercise. See the question. I have taken 4 parts in this question. We have to tell that these two sets A and B are equal or not. In every case, we have to check that the sets A and B are equal or not. So how we can check it equal? We know that equal sets are those sets which contains exactly the same element, identical elements. So see the first part. A is equal to x such that x plus 2 is equal to 3. X such that x plus 2 is equal to 3. So what will be the value of x? If we transpose to this side 3 minus 2, we will get x is equal to 1. So we can get only one element, that is 1. And b, x such that x is natural number and x less than 2. So what are the natural number less than 2? We have only one natural number less than 2, that is 1. So A and B both have exactly the same element 1. So we can say that A and B both are equal. In the first case both are equal. See the second. X such that x is the natural number. 3x minus 1 less than 2. If we solve it 3x minus 1 less than 2, what we will get? Transpose minus 1 this side, 2 plus 1 3. 2 plus 1 3, 3x less than 3, x will be less than 1. So x such that x belongs natural number and 3x minus 1 is 1. 3x minus 1 less than 2. So transpose minus 1 this side, 2 plus 1, 3x less than 3, x less than 1. We will get x less than 1. And x is the natural number. We know that no natural number less than 1 because natural number starts from 1. So we will get empty set here. We will get no natural number less than 1. See the set B. X is the whole number and 3x minus 1 less than 2. If we solve it, we can write 2 plus 1, 3x less than 3, x less than 1. So what is the whole number less than 1? 0. Whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So less than 1, we will get only one element 0. Here set A is empty set, but set B is singleton set. It contains one element. So both are not equal. We can write A is not equal to B. Third one, x such that x belongs to natural number and it is a prime factor of 36. So write the prime factor of 36. What are the prime factors? 2 is the prime factor of 36. 3 is the prime factor of 36. 4 is also a factor but it is not prime. 6 is also factor, not prime. 9 is also factor but it is not prime. So only 2, 3. And what is B? B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12. So A contains only 2 elements, 2, 3. B contains more elements. A and B both are not equal. And the last part, say what is A here? X is a letter in the word loyal. So write it in the roster form. L-O-Y-A. We can write set A in the roster form. L-O-Y-A. L has come 2 times but we have to write 1 time. And what is set B? Y such that Y is a letter in the word L-Y. So A, L, O, Y. Now see, A and B, both the sets have exactly the same element. A is here, A is also here. L, L, O, O, Y, Y. Both sets have exactly the same elements, so both are equal. In the last case, we can say that A is equal to B. So I hope that this question is clear to you. Solution of this question is clear to you. I will take one more example, then I will end the session. I have taken one more question here. We have to use these symbols in the following questions. Use appropriate symbol. This symbol is belongs to, means is an element of. This is not an element of. This is the symbol of subset. It is superset. This is equal. So see the first one. 4 we have to fill here. Set is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the set. So we see that 4 is an element of this set. So we can write here 4 belongs to this set. Belongs to means 4 is an element of this set. See the next one. minus 5. Here the set is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 5 is not an element of this set. Minus 5 does not lie in this set. We will write here does not belong, this symbol. Third one. Here 2 is written in the curly bracket. So it is also a set. It is not an element. It is the set. And here 2, 3, 4 are the elements of this set. So what is this set? This set is the subset of this set. We will use this symbol. So in curly bracket it is written 2. So it is a subset of this set. Here ABC is one set, BAC is other set. We see that both the sets have exactly the same element. ABC present here, ABC also present here. It means both the sets are equal. We will put equal sign here. Both the sets are equal. Fifth one, this set contains 3 elements ABC. What is this set? A, B, B, A, C. A has come 2 times, but we have to consider it only 1 time. B has come 2 times, it means only B, A, B, C. So we see that both sets have exactly the same element, A, B, C. So again both the sets are equal. Last one, A, I, U. Here A has come 2 times, A and I are there. Means we can write this set like this. A, comma, I. So A lie in this set, I also lie in this set. One element U is extra in this set. Means this set is the superset of this set. A, comma, I. This set is the subset of this set. And the first set AIU, it is the superset of AI because it contains one extra element U which does not lie in this set. So it is the superset of this set. So in this way we can do the problem related to the set. I hope that these things are clear to you. The rest thing we will discuss in the next video.